Hello, lovely people. Today's video on dealing with narcissists concerns going no contact, or as I would call it, dropping the rope. What do I mean by dropping the rope? Think about your connection with the narcissist as an energetic tug of war. The primary commodity between you both is energy. And let's take that a step further, it's your energy. A narcissist, no matter whether they are an altruistic, vulnerable narcissist or that sort of overt, very obvious narcissist, doesn't matter. They are an energy vampire. And they drain your energy in two main ways. They first start, because they are essentially broken and devoid of light and love themselves, they will drain you. But the other thing they do is they dump their pain on you. So they lack the ability to take responsibility. So things will be your fault, but it'll just even be an energetic offloading of that darkness, that negative energy that resides within them. And so if you imagine yourself standing there face to face with them and you imagine a rope going between you, that rope is the energy. And if you drop the rope, what happens? There is no longer a connection with that person. And this is the most essential step in dealing with a narcissist. I have this card here as today's prop because I found it when I was just flicking through the notebook that I had at the time in my life that I was going through this particular experience. And a very dear friend of mine had sent it to me at the time. And it's a great reminder, as it was to me then, that you have everything within your grasp, within you. You have the light and the strength within you to create, to live the life that you imagine, the life that you dream of, the life that you deserve. However, as long as you continue to hold on to the rope with this narcissist, the longer you will delay that. It's a bit of a harsh truth. And I'm sure that some of you will be watching this thinking, yeah, but that's easier said than done. Because the other characteristic that virtually every narcissistic connection has is that that person will have something over you. They will have, it could be your children, it could be some dirt on you, a skeleton in your closet. Narcissists often set up sort of a triangular dynamic with other people. So it could be, your reputation discrediting you to that person or just, bad-mouthing you. All sorts of things. Might be financial, it could be to do with your career. You get the picture. You will know what it is. And so they weaponize this, particularly unpleasant when it is something as precious as your children. And I completely understand that. However, you cannot protect your children if you are remaining in this energetic dance of doom, may I say, with the individual. And so what do you do? Okay, so the first thing is, how do you drop the rope? You need to first of all acknowledge to yourself that you have to give yourself space to replenish. You need to heal. You need to recover. You need to build yourself up. And if you are a parent, you are like the umbrella for your children. And it's like the oxygen mask analogy. If you aren't replenished, if you are in a depleted, vulnerable state, then your children will energetically feel that also. Whereas when you start to heal, when you stand up and fight, energetically speaking, for yourself and for those that are connected to you through love, such as your children, you send a signal to the universe, but you send a signal to yourself, and to also, it's an energetic or sort of unspoken, but they feel it. The narcissist feels it. They know, and they're master energy readers because that's their currency. They know that you're actually not willing to play ball anymore. And what it does is it starts to boost you. It starts to, the space that you allow starts to boost you. It would do what I call in energetic terms, it would start to raise your vibration. What happens when we're in this tug of war with a narcissist, this connection, this energy drain, is that our vibration drops. So it's a physics equation, essentially. The lowest common denominator drags everything down. We understand this from, scenarios in everyday life. For example, the naughty kid in class, taking all the teacher's attention, disrupts the class, nobody gets anything done, there's sort of a bad vibe in the class, etc., etc. Sort of the whole vibe of what might have started out as a positive learning environment, the whole vibe has dropped. Energy sort of goes to that, it's like water will run downhill. It will go to that lowest common denominator. And so you have to take an active step and cut the connection, build a bridge for yourself in order to raise your vibration. You were probably quite a high vibrating, light-filled, energy-filled person when you engaged with this narcissist. That's probably why they sought you out and latched onto you. So you need to take an active role in rebuilding your vibration. Now, continuing on the physics line, we know that like attracts like. It's that law of attraction. And so what that also means is that as you rise up, the narcissist just won't be able to keep pace with you. And you need to remember that. That's the stuff that gives you hope. That's the rainbow. That's the light at the end of the tunnel that you keep coming back to. That's your reference point or your port in the storm as you go through this no contact, or as I call it, dropping off the rope. It's really important that you do this and that you maintain, you need to hold the line. And even say to yourself, I'm going to hold the line. I have to be resolute about this, particularly as, they will, there's all sorts of, terms for it. Hooking, hoovering, things like that, where they will try to draw you in. They will use this lever, say it's your children, they will use the lever to try to get your attention, to try to get you back into the dance. Now, you can continue to work through whatever you need to work through with the individual and do no contact. I am living proof of that. You can conduct a disillusionment or dissolvement, I should say. Disillusionment's probably more appropriate. You can dissolve your relationship and continue to co-parent with this person without being in an energetic tug of war with them. That's why we have written communication that you keep very, very simple. It's why we have lawyers. It's why we have boundaries, which can be summarized in a way by the law. Stick to your boundaries. Be very firm in your boundaries when you go no contact. It also includes, because we're dealing with energy, it includes maintaining this positive state of mind about the fact that you are living the kind of life you imagined for yourself. This is possibly, rather than even just those practical actions, such as the examples I gave, this is essential because this is the part that will really lift you and move you energetically out of the realm that person will ever be able, they won't be able to touch you. And how do you do that? So I always say that, dreaming is manifesting. It actually is. Manifesting is simply about putting out there what you really desire and then letting the universe take care of it, but also putting yourself in that energy, in that moment. So it is standing in your, taking a deep breath, standing in your groundedness in that now moment and saying, I am doing really well. I'm proud of me and I am creating the life that I dream of. And then think about that life. Put your energy in that moment, in that life. And if that is what gets you through, as you have to go through whatever it is that you have to go through to sort of disentangle yourself, then do that. Do it whenever you need to, and continue to see that rope between you as having been dropped. In energy work, we also do cord cutting. And of course, that is, that's what dropping the rope is. And so I would also advise every day, or whenever you feel triggered, or whenever it feels right to you, doing a really simple exercise of cutting the cords with this individual. Now, I've said before in videos, but I'll just outline it again. Cord cutting is only effective, or it only works on negative cords, low vibrational cords, i.e. the kind of cords that a narcissist will have in you. Cords of love cannot be cut. So keep that in mind. And let's do the exercise now. So take a deep breath. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Close your eyes, or in your mind's eye, imagine yourself standing in front of the narcissist who is impacting your world right now. And see that there has been a large, very large rope between you, and that is now lying on the ground. You put it there. They are, I'm sure, clinging on to the rope. You have no intention of ever picking it up again. And you look at them and you let them know that. And now see, sense, or feel any energetic cords that this individual has coming into you. You may see them coming into your chakra system. You may see them just coming into one particular part of you. Wherever you see them. Now we ask that all of these cords be lit up or somehow identified to you. Just take a moment, take a deep breath in. Well done, you're doing really, really well. And just acknowledge the cords. You don't have to see all of them, it's fine. Now what you're going to do is clear these. You may clear them in any way that works for you. You may feel like picking up a giant sword, or you might have a lightsaber. You might have a rainbow beam. Whatever you want. Take that energetic tool now and imagine yourself cutting, you are doing it, cutting those cords between you and this individual now. And as you do so, you are clearing and transmuting. You are cutting into time, space, dimensions, and realities, these energetic cords. And it is done. And do this whenever you feel you need to. It may be a good idea if you are in a particularly intense period of your disentanglement to do this regularly. And that is how you drop the rope with a narcissist. Thank you.